Move forward, not being a piece of shit. You can go to therapy for the next 100 years and talk about all this shit over and over and over and over and over again, and that isn't gonna change that it fucking happened, and that isn't gonna change what the fuck you should be doing moving forward. This is why you're not progressing. You're so enamored by the instant gratification of likes and shares and attention that you get for telling your sad story, and that doesn't leave any room for you to actually plan out, visualize, think about the great shit in life that you could be creating because you're too busy worried and focused on shit that you can't change. How does that serve you? How does that help you? What does that do for your future? What does it do for your future family? We have been conditioned to tell ourselves that our story is debilitating, that our hardships are the reason that we can't be what we want to be, when in reality, the hardships that we've had are actually the things that teach us to have the skills and the thoughts and the perspective we need to actually become what we want to be. If you had to choose between having a perfect upbringing and having an upbringing that was extremely hard, you should choose the one that was hard, because it's preparing you, if you have the right perspective, for what life is actually like. So instead of spending all your time telling yourself this fucking story of how you can't move forward because you're this and this and this and this, recognize that you're actually being a fucking bitch. You are selling yourself into victimhood. You are costing yourself your entire potential. And I know people aren't gonna like to hear this shit, because people right now love to be victims. They love to fucking ride the sad story into the sunset and get the claps and the shares and the likes and the attention from all the other soppy, sad story motherfuckers. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, dude. Those motherfuckers don't win. And they can hate you, they can be mad at me, they can say, Andy, fuck you, you have no empathy, you have, motherfucker. Don't even let me start on the hard shit I've been through. This is why I can talk about this shit, and I don't have a problem talking about it. I've been through some shit. Okay? All of those things, every single one of them, served me in some way. It taught me something that I use every single day. Once you flip your perspective from being a fucking victim to being someone who overcomes shit, now you start to understand why it's so fucking aggravating. There is no winner's circle. Zero. There's no Olympic medal. There's no fucking championship trophy. There's no fucking winner's circle. There's no Hall of Fame for who the biggest fucking victims are. All the championship stories, all the awards, all the accolades, all the riches, all the fucking glory goes to people who overcome shit. Not whine about the same motherfucking shit for 10 years straight on the fucking internet. So think about that. And think about what you're dragging along. And think about the weight you're pulling trying to get where you want to go. And how unlikely you are to get there unless you let it go. And I bet you'll let it go really fucking fast. Think about it. You will never get where you want to go playing the victim. You want real world proof of this? Look at motherfuckers that win the lottery. How many times have we heard a fucking lottery winner who wins hundreds of millions of dollars, and then 5 years later, their life is a complete fucking disaster? Do you know why that is? I tell you why that is. Because they were gifted something without earning the skill set that comes with it, that you need to maintain it and you need to keep it and you need to fucking produce more of it moving forward. And that goes for everything. So if you don't fucking recognize the hardships that you have as an opportunity to build skills by overcoming them and letting them go, you're never gonna develop the skills that you need to produce more success or produce a better life or produce the shit that you want. It's not gonna happen. So you have a choice to make. And the choice is either continue to be like everybody else and justify every fucking hardship that you've ever had as the reason to why you're never going to become what it is that you become. You can live your whole life telling the same sad story over and over and over again. And then when you get to fucking die, hopefully you don't have to think about it, and possibly you'll get off having any regret because you had a quick death. But that's unlikely. More likely, you'll get to sit there and think about all the things you could have been, all the things you wanted to be, and all the shit you wanted to do that you never did because you spent all your time worrying about fucking being the biggest fucking victim. Or you can learn where the real bosses live. The real bosses live in the place where they overcome shit, where they take the hardships that have happened to them and they develop skill sets that move them forward. They don't dwell on just the negative. They're thankful for the experience because of what it taught them. That's the perspective difference. And that is literally the difference between people who win and live an amazing, fulfilling, successful life and people who die wishing that they had done all kinds of other shit. And you get to choose which group you're gonna belong to.
Hey, thanks for watching. My name is Nick and I'm one of the founders of this YouTube channel.